All right. I hope you got. Why am I? I was talking into Ellie's head like she was the mic. I'm sorry for the lag for people watching it live, but for people watching it live, you guys didn't see it buffered. I leaned into Ellie's head like, yo, what's up, guys? But I was trying to lean into this mic over here. Yo, yo, yo. We're back. We've been sick for 2 days, but we're back for more LOTM, man. The goal is to finish this side story in the next hour and a half, okay? Ellie's our good luck charm. Today she's going to learn to kind of just loiter around and just relax for a bit. Oh my God, look at her. She's like looking into your soul. Do you guys see that? She's just like, all right, Ellie, you got to tell them to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and all that jazz. All right, let's just get right into it. All right, we're not even gonna stall. Let's just start reading, dude. Chapter 1400. Oh, wait, hold up. We never updated this. Chapter 1400. We've gotten so far, and 16 is called in modern day 14. Oh, Ellie sounds a little bit restless. Hold up. Let me hold it up here for a little bit. Just come up here, hang out with me for like 5 minutes, Ellie. Okay. In modern day 14, after finding the project team and gaining an understanding of the situation, I spent quite a bit of time organizing the information. I also leave the company at 3 in the afternoon, preparing myself to head towards the city police station to visit the staff in charge. After leaving my company's building, I take out my phone, open my ride-sharing app, and submit my destination. Since it's not even rush hour, I get a driver in just a few seconds. He's in the vicinity 1 minute. I glance at the notification, very pleased that I don't need to wait too long. 1 minute passes quickly, but I look at the left and right. I don't see the license plate that I remember. Suspecting that I've misremembered, I hurriedly unlock my phone to confirm the situation. At this moment, I heard the chiming of a bicycle bell. Bicycle bell? Who is it? Who's on the bike? I subconsciously look up and see a green-orange bicycle. Sitting on the bicycle is a young man wearing a dark baseball cap and a thin black coat. Ring, ring, ring. The bicycle stops in front of me as the man extends his right foot to support the bicycle against the ground. His forehead is wide and his face is thin. His short black hair is slightly curled and his eyes are darker than an ordinary person's, close to pure black. His biggest characteristic was that, like he's a cosplayer. Oh shit, it's fucking Amon. His biggest characteristic was that, like a cosplayer, he wore a crystal monocule on his right eye. Cinema. Holding the bicycle's handle with one hand, the man adjusts his monocule with the other. He smiles at me and says, "You were the one who I'm sorry." He's giving him a ride. "You're the one who requested a ride." "I did, but I requested a car, not a bicycle." I opened my mouth, unsure if I should answer. At that moment, I even underwent existential questions. Who am I? Where am I? Where am I going? Those are very good existential questions that he asked at the end of Volume 8. "You're going to the police station, right?" The young man with Monaco didn't care that I didn't respond as he asked with a smile. "No, why? Is there really an option for getting a bicycle?" I selected it somehow. I slowly nod. At this moment, there are only two clear thoughts in my mind. Should I take a photo or video to post on my moment? Should I call the customer service to complain? At that moment, the young man wearing the monocle points to the side of the building and says, "Wait another minute, my car is parked there." As he speaks, he takes out his phone and waves it. I still don't understand what's happening. The young man presses the edge of his monocle and smiles. And it lagged again. I did something in a nearby alley and we just recovered. Why is it lagging? I did something in a nearby alley just now. I couldn't drive through, and the distance to walk here was a little far, so I rented a share bike. I'm sorry, please wait a minute or two. We literally read about Amon and we get an error in stream. It's always whenever Amon is on stream, we get freaking technical difficulties. He somehow always affects us IRL. Since the other party has already said so and I'm not in a rush, I politely reply, "It's fine." The young man immediately puts away his phone and rode his bicycle to the side of the building. Soon a white car drives over and stops in front of me. "All right, you can board it now." The car window rolls down, revealing the face with a monocle. Just as I'm about to open the car door, I suddenly realize a problem. The car displayed on the app is black. I'm just about to walk to the back to look at the car plate when the driver waves his phone at me across the passenger seat. I have two cars. I'm driving this car today, but I bound my account to the other one. Look, my phone is right. With this, he calls me. Seeing that the number displayed isn't a problem, and considering how I've encountered a similar situation before, I am relieved. I open the car door and get in. It's broad daylight in the bustling city. What is there to be afraid of? However, the reviewing and verifications undertaken by the platform are really problematic. When I get into the car, the driver with a monocle looks ahead as he picks up a cigarette box and hands it back. "Want a cigarette? Isn't smoking banned?" I blurred. "Sorry, I turned on the light just so I don't get a headache. Like, you know what's funny? I'm getting nauseous right now, and you're right, Fool's Angel. It's because he's in the air. I think I'm still recovering from my fever. As long as I don't mind it, the thin driver smiles through the rearview mirror. I don't smoke. I instinctively shake my head. The driver holds the steering wheel with one hand, not really paying attention to the situation on the road. It's good that you don't smoke. I don't smoke either. Smoking causes one to have a ghastly appearance. Then why do you have cigarettes? I follow up quickly. As the car drives down the road, the driver uses his empty hand to touch the monocle on... Oh, it's on his right eye, not on his left eye? Oh, that's funny. As the car drives down the road, the driver uses his empty hand to touch the monocle on his right eye. There will always be some friends you need to meet despite you being unwilling to meet. That's true, I nod. At this moment, I recall Vice President Wu from the company next door. Dude, did my dog fart? What is that smell? Ellie. Oh, man, my fucking eyes started burning, man. Damn, Ellie. I'm telling you, man, that shit smelled worse than mine. Woo! Goddamn. That's right, Ellie. Thank you for just relaxing, man. Well, yeah, she's relaxing. I'll take it. Then why do you have cigarettes? I follow. That's true, I nod. I almost got stuck in a time loop. At this moment, I recall Vice President Ru from the company next door. Although he smokes, his appearance is definitely not ghastly. However, there's no need to say it out loud. I'm not someone who gets into debates with others in a professional manner. You don't look like a rideshare driver. I glance at the obviously expensive cigarettes and glance around the luxurious interior of the car. Huh. The driver replies with a smile. Is my performance that obvious? Oh, he's doing a performance? You don't look like you make a living from the ride sharing. You look like you come from a rich family. I give a random reason. Either way, I can't tell. Huh. Being born with a silver spoon doesn't bar me from making a living from ride sharing. It allows me to experience a completely different life from my past and being able to sell all kinds of unique people in a form of entertainment. Don't you find it interesting? The driver says with a smile. How philosophical. I nod and casually say that may be the case, but I think you occasionally only take a few rides, orders, and are usually busy with other things. True. Yes, I went to your building to investigate. The driver looks at the review mirror again and smiles to make it feeling a little strange. Investigating, I'm at a loss. It's about the evil cult. They like to use vending machines to harm others. The corner of the driver's lips curls up. Is he part of it? If it wasn't for the fact that I already knew about it, I would have lost my composure. You're a... No fucking way he's a private... No, wait, no! Amon is lying. He's part of the cult. He's... Nah, I'm not going to fall for it. He's always scheming, coming up with fake shit. Nah, is a lie. He's actually part of the evil cult, even though he's a PI. It's about the evil cult. They like to use the vending machines and others. The corner of the driver's lips curls up. If it wasn't for the fact that I already knew about it, I would have lost my composure. You're a private detective. Do you know a detective named Sherlock Moriarty? This might be his nickname. I suddenly have an idea. The driver raises his hand to pinch the edge of his monocle and chuckles. Of course, we are old friends. I don't know if it's my imagination, but I feel like he empathizes the world or old friends. Did you or any of you find anything? I try my best to act like a bystander. The driver half turns his head to glance at me and says with an obvious smile, guess. That's such a punchable smile. I rein in my emotions, I guess so. Then it's as you may, as the driver says with an expression of, I know a lot, but I won't tell you. As I think about what to say, he suddenly straightens his back and looks ahead. Then he pushes the monocle on his right eye. Suddenly, countless fragments appear in my mind. Overlapping roads, tunnels, mixed colors, different signboards, pedestrians, cars that swept backwards rapidly. They simultaneously explode in my mind at the same time, making me feel like I'm suffering from motion sickness. We're here. The driver... What was that? We're here. The driver's voice enters my ears the next second. I get out of the car in a daze and squat down at the side of the road, feeling like I might vomit at any moment. I recover after a while, but the ride-sharing car has already left. Thinking back, I suddenly shudder. The driver resembles that emoji that Star had mentioned. The fucking monocle emoji, dude. I find it crazy that he's a fucking private detective. There's no way. That has to be part of his disguise, bro. Like, he's probably like the actual cult member, but there's so many layers to it where he's actually pretending to be a private detective investigating the cult and its victims when in fact he's the one that's the victimizer. That's probably what it is. Chapter 1417. No way is the driver related to the monocle incident that the star mentioned. He's been corrupted, or is he the source of corruption? Wait, why did I use the word corruption? At that moment, I feel like my heart stopped beating for 2 seconds. I forget my stupors. I quickly check my belongings. My phone is still here. My keys are still here. My travel card is still here. My 7 yuan change is still here. My shoes are still here. My pants are still here. My clothes are still here. And my body is still here. Phew, I didn't lose anything. Nothing happened. Well, at least not yet. But I felt something under my feet, and somehow the molecule ended up on the bottom of my cabinet. I don't know how that happened. That's not a bit. That's just so weird. How the fuck did that happen? My shoes are still here, my pants are still here, my clothes are still here, and my body is still here. Phew, I didn't lose anything, nothing happened. I had a sigh of relief. I feel as though I was just overthinking things. People just love to scare themselves. Since I've already taken out my phone, I take a look at the time, 3:25 p.m. Oh, it's past Terror Club meeting. The driver drove really fast, 5 to 6 minutes earlier than the estimated time on the app. No wonder I got motion sickness. I gained a new understanding of the situation, so that's what happened. However, I keep having the feeling as though I wasn't in the car for more than 15 minutes, that we didn't exchange many words. Maybe it was due to the motion sickness I experienced towards the end of my journey, probably. I raise my head, get my bearings, and head for the eye-catching police station. It's a compound with several buildings inside. 2 fully armed police officers stand ground at the entrance. At this moment, I suddenly think of a problem I connected to the question from my prior inspection of my personal belongings. I didn't bring a paper notebook or pen. Of course, this isn't a result of my negligence. It's just that I'm used to using my cell phone to record myself. If it were something grandeur in scale or in more professional settings, I would bring a notebook and computer. I haven't used a paper notebook in the last 2 years. In a work environment like a police station, the leaders in charge of the matters definitely can't stand the situation of someone holding a cell phone and tapping on it during business exchanges. That's not polite at all. When dealing with them, it's better to be more conservative and traditional. First find a stationery shop, buy a pen, buy a notebook, and then go in. In a business environment, putting on an act is also a skill. Oh, is someone acting? Okay. I immediately look around to find my target. At times like this, I'll always praise my habit of leaving some buffer time. This gives me enough time to not be in a rush and allows me to be calm. The leader in charge of the project and I agreed to meet at 4 p.m., so I have 35 minutes of spare time. Normally speaking, taking a taxi from the company to the police would take about 20 minutes with a series of actions like going downstairs, waiting for the ride, and entering the compound. The total time required is about 35 minutes. I set off at 3 p.m., giving myself plenty of buffer time to arrive at the scheduled time at 3:45 p.m. But considering the possibility of traffic jams, registrations, inspections, and unknown accidents, I ultimately scheduled an appointment to be at 4 p.m. To my surprise, the driver with the Monaco drove so fast that I arrived ahead of time. I don't find any stationery stores despite looking around. I hurriedly take out my phone and use the many apps to search for a nearby store. The nearest stationery store is about 2 kilometers away. Get a ride share to get over, so I'm just hesitating. I suddenly smell a shop on the opposite side of the road. A shop? Star Dream Provision Store? Provision store? Maybe they're stationary. I'll go take a look first. There's no need to get a ride share. Star Dream. It feels like a celebrity management agency. A celebrity? The star, you say? I quickly make up my mind and quicken my pace, taking advantage of flashing green light. I cross the pedestrian crossing. Soon I arrive at the Star Dream Provision Store. Amon probably used a spur world travel to drive that fast. Oh, do you think that's what happened with Klein? Because he was basically seeing the same colors you would see in the spirit world, right? Like all the hues changed. Well, it didn't say like the reds got redder or like the yellows got redder, right? But it did sound weird. Is that what happened? I didn't catch that. If I could drove to the spirit world at the same time, that actually got a tear out of me. That's fucking funny, dude. Soon I arrived at the Star Dream Provision Store. The restaurant is very cramped and the lighting isn't good. It's rather dim inside, giving me the feeling of going from afternoon to evening instantly. Lighting both sides of the store are shelves that are about 1.8 meters tall. The items placed in the shelves are dazzling, but they're also rather strange. The cashier is right at the back where a woman in a black dress sits at the back. She has her back against the 2 wooden cabinets and is facing a tablet computer. She's playing with her phone. There's an ancient serial drama playing on the tablet computer, adding a bit of life to the dark shop. However, it's obvious that the cashier is only listening to the sounds with zero concern about the content. This store's design is illogical and the boss isn't meticulous. If I were a thief, I could take a few items and turn around to leave. She wouldn't be able to discover it at all. I lampoon silently before walking to the cashier and wrap the wooden counter thrice. Hello, do you have a notebook and pen? I'm referring to a paper notebook. The woman in a black dress looks up and replies with a smile. Yes, we do, over there. Her voice is very gentle, calming me down instantly. her looks are pretty good. Who is this? Even in a dark environment can't mask her beauty. Without taking another look, I trace the shop owner's fingers and look towards the corner of the third rack of the shelves on the right. There is something that appears to be a notebook there, but it's a design very strange, as if it's made of brass pages. This is a notebook. Oh, Ellie's first spark. 20 minutes into the stream. This is a notebook. I reach for the brass, or is she sleeping? Oh no, she's looking at me. Oh my god, she's staring into my fucking soul right now. You know when like Susie is spectating in one of the little tycoon meetings? Oh my god, that's exactly what she's doing. This is a notebook. I reach for the brass books. It feels cold to the touch, and it's also made of metal. However, there is indeed paper inside. Yes, the shop owner is in a black dress, says in a calm smile, right, Ellie? My shop's theme is mystery. All the products in this area have this characteristic. Product differentiation strategy. This phrase flashes across my mind. At the same time, I survey my surroundings and see an antique quill, a silver mirror with black eyeballs on both sides, and a few dice of different shapes. Too many to count. Mirror. I subconsciously pick up the mirror with my other hand. I want to confirm my current condition. I can't look terrible just because of my motion sickness, and I have it affect the business exchange later. Oh my god. Ellie being sad and mopey is making me sad. I'm almost about to give in. She's giving me the strongest puppy eyes ever. I'm not going to let her out. She has to chill for a little bit more. But Ellie, you're doing really good. Look at that. It's been like 20 minutes. And you're doing really good loitering around. Just try a little bit more. Try 10 more minutes. You're doing good. The mirror quickly reflects my face. Black hair, brown eyes, deep facial features, hard lines. Damn, when did I become so handsome? I can't believe that I'm the one in the mirror. Oh, look at that. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? That's exactly what he's going to say. After being stunned for 2 seconds, I quickly put down the brass notebook, take out my phone, and use the screen to examine myself. This is very normal. It's still my original appearance. I turn my head to look at the mirror again. I'm still very handsome in the mirror. What's going on with this mirror? I can't help but ask. The woman in the black dress smiles. This is a smart mirror. I understand. I suddenly understand. It's a smart mirror with its own beauty features, filters, and Photoshop effects. Rhodes is literally just photoshopping his face. That's so fucking funny, dude. All right, Ellie, I love you. Let's try reading like this, okay? To put it simply, it's actually a special tablet that's directly connected to TikTok and beauty cam apps. I'm sorry, Rhodes is connected to TikTok and beauty cam apps. Am I recording? Yes. With this in mind, I lose interest and immediately place the mirror back in its original position. For some reason, I feel like the mirror is a little sticky. I use a lot of strength to retract my hand. How much is this notebook? And this quill, I don't waste any time. I pick up the brass notebook again and ask for the price. How much is this notebook? Let me switch to full cam. How much is this notebook and this quill? I don't waste any time. I pick up the brass notebook again and ask for the price. The boss in the black dress purses her lips and chuckles. 10 million? God damn, how much is that? I almost spit on her face. The two of these are antiques, the boss added. Is there anything that isn't an antique, something more normal? I take a deep breath and ask directly. Yes, the woman in the black dress points behind me. I turn around and see a black ordinary notebook. Oh, okay. That's it. He's been looking for a notebook. I pick it up and flip through it. I'm certain on the surface of the notebook is made of hard paper. The paper inside is an imitation of goatskin. A goatskin parchment, you say? One of the pages is painted with a fool who's wearing gorgeous clothes and dazzling head accessories. With the fool as my outline nickname, how can I not recognize the fool? You okay? You want to roll over? Okay, roll over. With the fool as my outline name, how can I not recognize the fool? Let me try and scroll down. One sec. I'm trying to scroll down. Hold up. While we're live and we're still recording. How much is it? I asked casually. 30 fucking yuan. All the other shit was fucking 10 mil, and for the full, 30 yuan. That's fucking cheap, man. 30 yuan. The boss replies with a good attitude. It's a little expensive. What about this pen? I casually pick up another dark red classic fountain pen. 25 yuan. If you buy both of them, you can have them for 50 yuan. That's a fucking steal, dude. The boss in black dress says with a smile. I hesitate for a few seconds and feel that 50 yuan isn't an unacceptable price compared to the traveling 2 kilometers by taxi. Not only is it a waste of time, but the transport cost would be around 20 yuan. Including the cost of the notebook and pen, it would be about 30 to 40 yuan. Okay, I take out my phone and complete the transaction. After leaving the Star German provision stores and returning to the police station, I register and guard the house. During this process, a police car drives out. Is there an emergency mission? The policeman on duty asks. While waiting for the barrier to rise, the driver replies indifferently, damn, a car thief appeared. He stole 2 sedan cars. I'm sorry. We're going to car chasing? I'm sorry. Is Klein going to go, like, be Spider-Man and, like, save the day? Stole 2 cars. Okay, let's fucking go, dude. So we're seeing a little robbery. Uh-oh. Ellie's waking up. Uh-oh. 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 She's awake. Uh-oh. The boss is awake. Chapter 1418 is called In Modern Day 16. Stole 2 sedan cars in a row. This is probably a crime syndicate. How can one person drive 2 cars? I can't help but mutter inwardly. This is the cultivation I've gone through as a fan of a courtroom dramas and detailed series, as well as me being a loyal reader of crime deduction novels. Of course, I don't say it out loud. I believe that people still with standard intelligence can come to a similar conclusion. When the guard on duty calls to confirm my identity, I take out my phone and check the time. There's more than enough time. I let out a sigh of relief as I hurriedly circle around the pond in the middle of the courtyard and enter the building facing the main entrance. After I run through the possible exchange, in my mind, I knock on the door of the target's office 3 minutes earlier. Please come in, a mellow voice sounds from inside. Officer Dang. Who is Officer Dang again? As soon as I push open the door and enter, I realize that the officer sitting behind the desk is the one who had come to check on my residence permit. I always imagined that he's a police officer at the police station, but oh wait, no, it's fucking done. I always imagined that he's a police officer at the police station, but I never expected him to have an office in the Municipal Public Security Bureau. He even has a room to himself. You are Officer he forgot? You are. Officer Dang raises his hand to comb his receding hairline and ask with a puzzled look. Do we know each other? Last night you checked on my residence card permit and reminded me of a mysterious code. Later we met again in Lawson's. Yeah, that's what I said. Is that not what I said? Officer Dang is done? Did I see something else? I even reported a woman suspected to be a member of the cult. I began to suspect that that person in front of me is Officer Dang's biological brother, but I still give the details. Officer Dang is enlightened. Zozo Minguri? Why is Zozo Minguri, right? Zozo Minguri. I'm face blind and I don't have a good memory. It was night, so I couldn't see clearly. Oh, it's the delay. Okay, I did say that. Okay. I don't need you to tell me that your memory isn't good or how you have face blindness. I can tell. I politely smile. Today, I'm representing the Intis group to take over the previous project. Yes, we agreed to meet at 4. Officer Dang points to the chair opposite of his desk. I immediately approach it and plan on placing the black notebook that I bought on the table. I would then flip it to the middle. I can't let Officer Dang notice that I just bought it and have never written on it. Officer Dang glances at the notebook and frowns slightly. Following that, he picks up the phone and dials an internal department number. Hey, this Intis group is here. Come over for a meeting. After a simple briefing, he puts down the phone and smiles at me. This is an international collaboration project. We can't decide on our own. Yes, the other party representatives will be here soon. I am aware of that. I've read the relevant documents in the morning and know what's going on. Of course, even though I'm lazy and didn't read it, I'm still given such an answer. I can't let your partner I'm working with find out I've been skeeving and not doing my job well. Not long after I sit down, I hear Officer Dang's office doorbell open. I stand up politely and look back. I see an old man in a long black trench coat. His hair is white and his wrinkles at the edge of his eyes and mouth are deeply recessed. His dark red eyes appear slightly turbid. His dark red eyes appear slightly turbid. A red moon pendant hangs on his chest. He looks like a priest from a cathedral. A foreign priest. I nod and smile, fully displayed in my courtesy. For some reason, I find this old man a little familiar. An old man. Shit! How the fuck do I not know this person? A red moon pendant? I've never read of somebody with a red moon pendant. A foreign priest. I nod with a smile. Yo, what's up, Zen? A foreign priest. I nod with a smile, fully displaying my courtesy. For some reason, I find this old man a little familiar, just like the first time I met Officer Dang. So it's somebody we've known. Strange. Recently, I've been feeling sad for some inexplicable reason. Is this the after effect of the assassin beverage? I silently inhale and control my emotions. At that moment, Officer Dang introduces old Neil, an Interpol representative, a clergyman. He's a clergyman in his dreams, dude. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I'll cry. Hello, Mr. Neil. I quickly greet him. Old Neil doesn't speak. He sizes me up and chuckles. Lads, have you been troubled by ghosts recently? You can tell. I'm shocked. I don't know if I should admit it or hide it from a stranger. Don't I? Oh, my eyes are very sharp. I wonder why his eyes are so sharp. Old Neil smiles and puts his eyes a little. I mutter, ha. Old Neil immediately laughs. You're still too young. You confessed the moment I called you out. Actually, I'm not that sure. Yes, I'm a priest. I have an ability to expel wraiths and shadows. Do you need my help? Is it okay to discuss such feudal superstitions in front of a police officer? I open my mouth speechless. Old Neil walks to Officer Dang's table and very naturally picks up the coffee can on it. Don't worry, I don't charge much. If you're still a believer of the goddess, I can even do it for free. Bullshit. He's gonna charge so much money right now. I wasn't a believer of the goddess in the past, but I am now. At this moment, my heart is palpitating. I hesitate for 2 seconds before sighing. But I've already found a helper. Who is it? There aren't many people with such abilities. Most of them are cheats. Old Neil skillfully brews his coffee and asks casually. Dally, do you know her? I ask hesitantly. Dally, then that's fine. O'Neill retracts his mouth and asks, are you the representative of the Intis group? Let's begin. At the same time, Officer Dang shakes his head with a smile, looking helpless. You know, ma'am, Dally, I ask. O'Neill sighs and points at Officer Dang. His fee. Oh my god! And their fucking fiance. Oh, fucking cry. Oh shit, at least they got together. In another world, man, in some way, shape, or form. It's his fiancée. Oh. Everyone knows each other. I can't hold my sigh. It's such a small world, man. This boosts my confidence in Madame Dally. Why is my nose even more congested? I know I'm sick, but now I'm getting emotional. I stop chatting and begin communicating with Officer Dang and Old Neil about the project, take notes of their request. An hour passes, yawn. Old Neil stretches his back. It's finally over. These old bones of mine really can't withstand the torment of such meetings. I no longer have the energy. With that said, he stands up and smiles at me, Officer Dang. It's time for me to retire. It's time for you to leave. I'll go to a faraway village. I'll grow some flowers, feed the chickens, and play the piano for my wife. Yeah. Old Neil's wife is still alive, dude. Oh, they're playing the piano. Oh, this is so beautiful. It's time for me to leave. Oh, man, in another world, man. This is so beautiful. It's time for me to leave. I'll go to a faraway village. I'll grow some flowers, feed the chickens, and play the piano for my wife. I don't have to worry about the things here anymore. Officer Dang stands up well. As he sends Old Neil out, he smiles and says, let's go together. Fuck. Oh, this is so beautiful. As I watch him leave, I suddenly feel speechless. Dude, I'm fucking speechless right now. I'm about to choke up. Oh, shit. My eyes are twitching over here. I got something in my eye, which is making me cry even more. Oh, that's so beautiful. You know what's crazy? I've seen fan art of Dunn and Madame Dally together, and Dunn is dressed in like an officer uniform. And people are like, in another world, or in another reality, or like in another dream this could have been. And people are always like, oh, and they're doing quotes. And I'm like, oh shit, is this canon? And I always wondered, like, is this like a COI spoiler where they like reincarnate? But no, it was fan art from the fucking side stories, man. I love it. This is a fucking good chapter, dude. Chapter 1419. Oh my god, I'm sorry, man. My mouth is salivating too much. And my nose is congested. Ooh, this is bad. Chapter 1419 is called In Modern Days 17. It's not even 5:30 and I can't get off work normally again. I've already composed myself by the time when I walk out of the police station feeling happy that I don't have to work overtime today. Before I left in the afternoon, I communicated with the administration department and was told that I didn't need to return to the company. After all, we didn't know how long the meeting would take. What if Officer Dang got me to stay for dinner, sing some karaoke, and enjoy a spa, right? Although the probability of this happening is low, even if it wouldn't happen to me, I still have to be prepared. The distance from the old estate where my rented apartment is to the police station is shorter than it from the company, but I still chose to take the public transport because the company doesn't reimburse the transportation fees for returning home. Metro line 3,600 meters, bus 7,250 meters. I take out my phone and search for a route home. After careful consideration, I choose to take a bus. The weather is hot in the summer, so it's best if I can minimize steps taken. As I wait at the bus stop for the bus, I can't help but doubt my life. I'm already a real powerful and extraordinary assassin. Why do I have to live like a slave of society? But I can't get money without work. Assassins also need to save money to buy a house, food, and clothes. Sigh. At times like this, it should be like a game. Give me an assassin manager and an assassin manager. Give me an assassin manager and help me gather missions. After confirming how evil my target is, I'll shave my head and flash through the crowd. No, being bald is too ugly. What the fuck, Klein? Nah, why is he dissing me like that? I'll shave my head and flash for the crowd. No, being bald is too ugly. Forget it. No, forget him, dude. What can I do? Record videos of extreme sports? I still have to practice and learn. I've never paid attention to it before. Actually, I can consider joining the police academy as an assassin and capable of capturing thieves and scammers. I won't disappoint with my abilities. The only problem is that I've heard that the policeman's income isn't too high. Perhaps it's better after the probation period. As I seriously consider the future, I board the house. I hold the handle and the notebook with one hand, and I pull out my phone with the other. I'm a refined person. I definitely won't blast out any sounds in public. I don't have wireless earphones, so I can only browse Weibo and Hoopoo and outline sports community websites. As the bus driver suddenly stops, the driver voices sounds from the speaker. Get off the bus. There's a malfunction. Wait for the next one. Very unlucky. The passengers curse as they get out of the bus. I'm among them as I sigh at my bad luck today. There's only one stop left. There's no need to wait. I'll just walk back. I open my map and confirm my current location. If I knew this would happen, I might as well have taken the subway. I followed the GPS, walking straight, take a bend, cross the street, and to the old estate I live in. At this moment, I see a 5 or 6 year old girl jump out from the roadside, and an SUV is speeding over. Whoa! Isekai, what the fuck is going on here? Truck-kun? I'm stunned at first, but then I realized that I'm assassin, an expert that surpasses the ordinary people. Without any hesitation, I run towards the girl. Seeing that I might not make it in time, I exert strength into my legs and kick out, relying on my assassin's ability to unleash all of my strength in one strike to pounce forward. During the process, I feel like a sharp arrow that has been shot from a bow. In the blink of an eye, I lunge for the little girl and hug her. Then I straighten my back and quickly adjust my structure, making myself as light as a feather. The SUV finally stops. I take a few steps to the side and settle to myself. To be honest, I was hit. He was hit, but because I made myself seemingly weightless, I didn't suffer any damage. Are you alright? The SUV driver gets out of the car and frantically asks. His face is drenched in sweat. I'm fine. It was a close one. It's like that one scene in Parasite where the MC saves a kid, but he actually like stops the car. I'm fine. It was a close one. I put down the dazed little girl and pat her shoulder. She has long jet black hair, which makes her qualified to be a model in a shampoo commercial. That's good. That's good. The SUV driver is relieved to see that I didn't dirty or injure myself. At this moment, a middle-aged man rushes out from the side of the road. When he sees that the little girl is fine, he obviously relieved. His skin is bronze in color. Is it a Zik? His skin is bronze in color and he has soft facial features. He has a pair of eyes that are closer in color to brown. They appear to have been through a lot. Thank you. Are you okay? He asked concerned. No, my luck isn't bad. I just happened to avoid the collision. Our reply was small, inexplicably in a good mood. That was basically us. Easy was like, I am nourished by your despair. Wait, I didn't understand that reference. Oh, when I was saying I live to see the moments where streamers get sad to all these LOTM moments. Okay. I finally use the ability belonging to the assassin. The SUV driver points to the license plates. Contact me if you have any problems. I still have something to do, so I'll be leaving first. The middle-aged man nods before saying to me, why don't you come to my shop and have a drink to calm yourself down? For some reason, I feel a sense of closeness with him, and since it's free, I don't reject him. Okay, as I speak, I pick up the black notebook. After leaving the road and passing through the non-motor lane, I can see the gentleman's shop. This is a themed bookstore. It's renovated to look like a coffee shop. The other door leads to a nearby park with a wooden swing hanging on it. Don't wander around in the future. It's very dangerous. Come on, think, uncle. That's weird. Come on, think, uncle. The bookstore owner pulls the little girl over. Call me brother. Don't make me sound so old, I joke. Thank you, brother. Don't call me call me bro, dude. The little girl follows his instructions without waiting for my reply. She cleverly says, oh, wait. Then my father is your elder? Wait. Is that a Zig's daughter? Oh, man. What? Then my father's your elder. Damn, did I just get taken advantage of? Wait, what the fuck? Was that a trick? Did a Zig almost kill and run over his daughter for client? Wait. What? Did my father's your elder? Damn, did I just get taken advantage of? I can only smile hopelessly. The bookstore owner immediately asks, what would you like to drink? A cold beverage would do. I'm not a picky eater. Okay, the bookstore owner points to the surrounding bookshelves and says, you can also pick a book to read. Okay, as he mixes the cold beverage, I curiously walk to the bookshelf to see what's on it. Grozel's Travels, Book of Secrets, Grozel and his 100... What the fuck? What the fuck was that third book? Roselle and his 100 mistresses. The self-cultivation of evil gods. How to make the believers offer money. What kind of books are these? I'm stunned as I read them. Finally, I choose a seemingly normal Grisel's Travels. Holy shit, dude. Just as I find a seat and sit down, the bookstore owner walks over with a glass. This drink is brownish red in color. and there's quite a few pieces of ice in it. After drinking it in one gulp, it's slightly sour and sweet. It's cold and very refreshing, great for the summer, not bad, I praise. The boss doesn't say anything else and returns to the cashier. I then leisurely lean back in my chair and flip through Grizel's travels. From time to time, I take a mouthful of the cold beverage, feeling very pleased. After a while, the girl runs to the back of the door and shouts, "Daddy, Daddy, I want to sit on the swing." Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. The bookstore owner sighs and walks over with a smile. I swallow and take another sip of my drink. I can't help but sigh. An afternoon like this is really nice. Oh, man. Was that a quote from the book, Cammy? I don't remember that. Sometimes I see myself with a beautiful daughter sitting on the swing I made in the garden. Oh, shit. Wait, yeah. That was even in episode 6. Yeah, when they were on top of the tree, right? Oh, my God. Yeah, when they were on the hillside next to the tree. He talked about that. Oh, shit. Oh, man, this is a really good fucking side story, dude. Oh, shit. Damn, that's fucking good, dude. Oh, it's a good side story. This is beautiful, man. And earlier I was gonna be like, you see, this is why I don't like reading like real life series, because like nothing really happens. It's like you're going here, you go to A and B and all this and that. I'm like, okay, it's whatever's. And then we're getting all these beautiful little moments, like the whole part with fucking Klein getting in the bus stop and then getting out, getting on the car. I'm like, you see, that's not interesting to me. But him running into all these characters, I find that really interesting and cool. It's a very funny dynamic, but this is beautiful, man. We've gotten so many fucking beautiful moments where everybody gets their actual fucking happy ending, man. Like, this is so good. All right, man. Let's read 1420. Let's fucking keep going, man. Chapter 1420. Let's go, man. Fucking 1420 in modern day 18. Having half his day. Did I even update this? No, I did not. Having had half a day to spare, I stay in the bookstore until it's almost 7. During this time, I can't refuse the owner's repeated offers. I reluctantly take a small slice of lemon cake, a set of pasta with mincemeat, and 2 grilled sausages they had been battering and fried with spicy chicken powder. I don't need dinner. I rub my belly and decide to take a walk home. This helps me with digestion. The only problem is that the weather is hot and stuffy. If I walk in this weather for a while, I'll definitely sweat. However, ever since I entered society, I've always had the habit of taking a shower every day, and today I'm also preparing to wash some clothes so I'm not too adverse to sweating. To my surprise, perhaps because of the assassin beverage, I managed to passively lose weight. I don't even have a tummy. Furthermore, I'm good at using the shadows to hide myself. When I return to my rented apartment, I've only sweated a fifth of what I expected. That medium lady, Madame Daly, will be here at 9. There's still about 2 hours left. With more than enough time, I would decide to... Wow, I need my glasses on from this distance. What the heck? Gotta focus a little bit more. With more than enough time, I decide to use the fan after my shower and play some games. As for using the air conditioner, the weather isn't too hot. Besides, after becoming assassin, I feel that I have a strong tolerance for heat and stuffy conditions. To be honest, this cannot be considered unbearable. It's just that I don't really feel that hot and stuffy. When I enter the bathroom, I glance at the mirror and suddenly think of a question, which is what? That female ghost was introduced to Detective Sherlock Moriarty to protect me and investigate that mysterious cult. She hasn't shown any intentions of harming me, so I should remind her that I found a medium, so she should hide in advance. She doesn't have any ill intentions. She's very friendly. Besides, my reason for dealing with that mysterious cult is reasonably convincing. She must have sensed Madame Daly's powers last night. Even if I don't tell her, she should be able to guess what will happen next. I think for a moment and make up my mind. However, a new problem rears its head. How should I warn her? I don't even know where she is or how I should contact her. Looking around, I can't find any clues. It seems like I'm the only person in the room. Yes, there's only one person, but who knows if there are any ghosts. Perhaps she's hiding somewhere and I can just talk in the air. It's rather silly talking to myself. I recall last night and cast my gaze back into the mirror. Looking at the reflection in the mirror, I whisper, I've hired a medium. She'll be here at 9. As soon as I finish speaking, the mirror in front of me turns dark. As if the surrounding light has been sucked in, the pale female ghost wearing a small brunette and retro dress appears in the mirror and nods gently, thank you. In a second, her image disappears and the mirror returns to normal. I heave a sigh of relief and hang up my clothes before I start to take a shower. As I shower, I suddenly freeze. I'm sorry, Klein is showering? Whoa, we gotta chill here. Hold up. Since the female ghost has already left, why am I spending so much money to hire and meet him? The female ghost clearly has no ill intentions, and she's even secretly protecting me. Why would I spend so much money to hire and meet him? That's 20,000 yawns with maximum 50,000. Would that be a waste of money? While taking pity on my wallet, I feel the need to think of a way to cancel the contract. Anyways, it's still early. As long as Madame Dally doesn't live in the suburbs, she probably hasn't set off yet, but I can't be sure that the female ghost doesn't have any ill intentions. If in my hesitation, I wipe myself dry and put on my clothes. After careful consideration, I decide to use my strategy of delaying things to hold back on the exorcism assignment. During this process, if I discover something amiss, I'll immediately get Madame Dahlia to come over. Sigh, it's really embarrassing to break a contract. I return to my room, pick up my phone, and send a message to Sleeping with I forgot her handle. Her her handle is fucking Sleeping with Corpses. Holy shit, man. Out of context, that's a very creepy name. Madame Dahlia, the ghost that is haunting me, seems to have left. That is the truth, but I didn't explain why. Indeed, after more than 10 seconds, Madame Dahlia replies, could it be that the restrictions I did last night scared her away? Or maybe you were too much of a pervert and scared her away. Didn't I ask her to watch a Chinese ghost story and learn how to interact with female ghosts? What? I feel that it's more like that a Chinese ghost story will make the female ghost shy. I didn't dare reply as I cautiously say, I don't know. How about this? Don't come over today. I'll keep an eye out for a few more days. If the female ghost really doesn't appear again, and forget it. If there's any problem, I'll let you know. How about that? After some hesitation, I can reimburse you for your preparations. No, I mean pay a reasonable fee. A reasonable fee. A reasonable development, you say. Let's do this for now. I thought I could catch a female ghost and play. Let's do this for now. I thought I could catch a ghost and play with it. Madame Dally sends an emoji. Hearing this, I relax. I feel like I've earned a huge sum of money. After understanding the matter, I happily play games. Chinese ghost story is a classic where the MC falls in love with a female ghost. If you remember correctly. Oh. Chinese ghost story is a classic where the MC falls in love with female ghosts. Oh, so that's what she meant. At 11 o'clock, I decided to go downstairs to buy some delicious food. Wait a second. And the ghost is allegedly Sharon. So Sharon, in Klein's mind, it's him and Sharon in a strange way that he hasn't acknowledged it. Is that what's happening here? Is Klein in his own memory confirming his love for Sharon? Is that what's going on here? At 11 o'clock, I decided to go downstairs to buy some delicious food to reward myself as I didn't spend any money for dinner and didn't have to pay for the exorcism. Is that what's going on? Eggplants. I have to roast eggplants. I muttered as I rushed out to state before I could... I just laughed at the stupid meme I remembered. Among them, the hooligan's nicknamed Danny is seriously handing out the Nits is handing out flyers. Among the hooligan's nicknamed Danny is seriously handing out flyers. His dyed-charred yellow hair, eyebrows, and his introduction of description of tutoring class from a strong contrast. This is tutoring class is interesting. I glance around and see an acquaintance sitting at the barbecue stall on the right, Miss Bernie Huang. How's a rich young lady like her eating at a roadside barbecue stall? Does CEO Huang know? I casually size up Miss Huang's companion. If it was for this guy, that would be amazing gossip. Oh, a girl wearing a black framed glasses. She's not too old, about the same age as Miss Huang. I feel full of regret about how... Who is this? I feel full of regret and was about to retract my gaze. At this moment, Miss Huang raises her head and looks over. At this moment, our eyes meet. She immediately stands up and walks towards me. This is a little awkward. However, there's nothing to feel awkward about. I live nearby, so what's wrong with me coming out to eat some barbecue? I stand my ground and wait for Miss Huang and her friend to come over. Miss Huang stops in front of me and tearfully acknowledges my presence. I have something I need your help with. The girl in a black framed glasses beside her asks curiously, Father, who is she? Father? He's going, what kind of address is that? The relationship between youngsters nowadays is so complicated. I'm actually at a loss as how to respond. I can only force the corners of my mouth to curl up as I express my doubts with a smile. We had a bed in our dorm. Whoever lost had to address the winner as father. Miss Bernie Huang explains. She points at the girl besides her. Her family runs a tutoring class. I would like you to register for the Dream tutoring classes and sit in it for classes. I'll pay for it. I'll also pay you a fee for the work you do later. Registering for tutoring class, I can't help but turn my head to look at the hooligans who are seriously handing out flyers. Who are these two people? If he still doesn't, I'm gonna have you figured out who Klein's boss is? Bro, so the boss is Huang. Mr. Huang? I don't know. So he doesn't know who Bernie Huang is. No. What's the hint? What? No, hold up. Didn't I say it was Ouroboros? Huang has long silver hair, right? It was Ouroboros. He does? Yes, you do. It's Ouroboros, right? No, I've said Ouroboros. What do you mean? Hint, bruh? What do you mean? Who's Huang? Who else has a Chinese name in this series? Oh, is it Roselle? Wait, is it Roselle? Why would Ouroboros have that? I don't fucking know. Is it Roselle? His boss has chestnut hair. It's Roselle. It's Roselle, right? It's Roselle. Finally, I didn't even realize it was him. Oh shit. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that makes so much sense though. That actually, hold up. That actually, you guys are fucking cooking. Wow. Oh wait, no fucking shit. His real name is Huang. I'm sorry, I forgot Roseau's real name. Oh, that's beautiful. Because when he's reading Roseau's notes, he's like, he's a senpai, he's a sensei, right? He's learning from him. It would make sense like he's his boss in his dreams. Oh, that's beautiful, man. I can't believe I didn't fucking catch that. I think the shit that gave it away is who fucking else has a Chinese name in LOTM. Yeah, you're right. It was him all along. Damn, I can't believe I didn't catch that. All right, man. Let's keep fucking going, dude. We got 1421. Damn, you see, man, I'm fucking good at this shit. I should be Sherlock Moriarty. I can figure this shit out easily. Klein said his boss also sleeps around. Oh. And her company is called Intips Corp. Oh. And has a daughter. Oh, it's clicking now. All of the shit Roselle did in their world. It was kind of mirrored in the side story. I get it. I get it now. All right. His boss has a daughter, flirts with 20 girls, and company is named Intis. God damn it, man. No fucking way. I'm fucking stupid. I'm not fucking trolling on the full. I swear. Oh my god. Praise the fool, man. I did not even catch that. Holy shit, I am so dense. I think because we took so much time off, I just didn't catch any of that. I did not catch a single fucking hit. He was flirting with all the ladies. Yeah. That sounds like fucking Roselle. All we need now is him being freaky. And then, yep, locked in. That would have, you know what? If Ed said he was getting a little freaky, then I would have been like, okay, that's definitely Roselle. But I was like, oh, this is a really nice, well-adjusted man. Okay. Never mind. All right. Now Roselle just needs a demoness looking at Klein. Oh, hell no. No, dude. No. I'm shipping him with Sharon in this side story, especially because of the, what was it, the Chinese ghost story thing? Oh, man. All right, let's keep reading, dude. Chapter 1421 is called In Modern Day 19. Why don't you sign up for it yourself? I don't really want to get involved in Miss Huang's matters. On the other hand, CEO Huang is both a playboy, but he also has a daughter. Oh, that's weird. He has a daughter complex. Okay, that is freaky. Yeah, oh, yep. That would have given it away if it was Roselle. On the one hand, CEO Huang is both a playboy, but he also has a daughter complex. His thoughts go astray at the moment he sees any man getting close to Miss Huang. Alarm bells would go off in his head and he would overreact. Considering how it's a rather good source of income for me, I don't want to lose my job over this. Yes, although I've been working overtime for quite a while, I'm still paid enough for overtime work. CEO Huang has always been generous in terms of remuneration. It was a cursed message. On the other hand, attending a tutoring class is so troublesome. If I have the time, wouldn't it be better than spending my time doing something else? Of course, if it's just a scout for information, I don't have to spend my own money, then I can do anything I like while attending. Miss Bernie Huang punches the girl in black frame glasses and says, her family's company and this company are competitors and they know each other. Regardless of whether it's her or her staff at the tutoring center, they definitely wouldn't be able to sign up for it. You can. I discover a blind spot. Miss Huang shakes her head. I can either. The boss and the part-time lecturer of this tutoring center knows me. You're kidding, I subconsciously ask. Miss Huang glances at the group of hooligans who are handing out flowers and says, she's Uncle I's granddaughter. Director I? Wait, she? Oh, hold up. Miss Huang glances at the group of hooligans who are handing out flowers and says, she's Uncle I's granddaughter. Director I laugh. This is a friendly fire conflict arising between people of the same side. Without waiting for Miss Huang and her daughter to speak, I sincerely give a suggestion. To be honest, why do you need someone to attend your tutoring classes? You can all work together. Everyone can establish an indirect relationship. You invest in me, and I'll invest in you. Wouldn't a merger be better? Only by becoming larger and stronger will you be able to fight against the other tutoring center chains. With that said, I soundly apologize. Sorry, I've been reading more business reports recently. I'll consider that. However, we first grasp the style and quality of your tutoring classes before we can talk about anything else. Ms. Wang replies in a businesslike manner, this is a result of an in-home upbringing. I sigh inwardly and casually say, then you can find a random passerby. They aren't trustworthy. I'll have to do background checks. It's too expensive to find a professional company. The cost is too high. Ms. Huang answers questions that I haven't even thought of. She continues, you don't need to attend the classes often. You just need to attend 4 to 5 lessons. After that, it will be up to you to your own preferences. 4 to 5 lessons, which means 1 or 2 weekends. I'll treat it as overtime. I hesitate for a moment before saying I'll ask. Miss Huang and the girl in the black framed glasses immediately replies, thank you. I then walk towards the group of hooligans and stop in front of the guy whose hair and eyes are dyed a charred yellow. Danny, this definitely isn't a proper nickname. It's best that I don't address him like that. Least we fight on the spot. Although I'm ardent assassin, I'm unparalleled. There's no need for that. I cough laughingly and say, what are the fees like for tutoring classes? The hooligans with the yellowish eyebrows look at me with a happy expression and say, it depends on the situation. For example, what kind of class you'll be taking. Is it an evening class, weekend class, or classes during the daytime? All of them have different prices. Also, what do you primarily want to learn? Foreign languages, mathematics, Chinese, history? Oh man, you're fucking tutoring everything. But it becomes more obvious later. Should I explain director Chinese translations are off? Oh, they're off? Okay, we can talk about it after this chapter if it's not too spoilery. But it does become more obvious later. Okay, because I was like, she's the granddaughter, Miss that was confusing me. Or everything, and what level are you? Of course, it has to be weekend classes. I usually don't have time. I'm dead tired after work every day. I just want to have some fun. Considering how I have to receive a foreign VIP previously, I reply, weekend classes, foreign languages, more verbal in style, adult standards, is best to be more business oriented. Sir, no problem. The hooligan nicknamed Danny turns over the flower in his hand and hands it to me. Weekend business English class, 8,888 yuan. A semester. He rambles on, unconsiderate. I'll take the flyer and say, when can I sign up? The registration period is currently underway. There is a discount for registering now. It only costs 6,666. The location is the address of the flyer, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the morning. Danny introduces, damn, it really is a 9 to 5. 9 to 5 in the morning, Danny introduces in detail. Is that so? I look around and casually ask, this is the first time I've seen people handing out flyers at night. Don't you guys have time to rest? We have to wait for the barbecue anyway, so we're just handing out flyers while we wait. Moreover, the foot traffic is the highest here at night. Danny explains indifferently. I ask, what's your name? Do I need to mention your name when signing up? Hell no. I would like to confirm if they get any commissions from successfully recruiting students when handing out flyers. No need, there's no need. Danny shooks her head in a slight daze. You don't get any commissions. All you do is hand out flyers. I press in puzzlement. Isn't this too professional? Besides, as hooligans, what isn't better than handing out flyers? Upon hearing my words, Danny is taken aback. He smiles and says, My main job is being a tutor at a tutoring center. I teach foreign languages. At this moment, I feel that this tutoring center is a little unreliable. It was at the time that their barbecue was done. The other hooligans stopped handing out flyers and walked towards the stall. Danny panicked. Look at that! His fucking sailor mouth is back. Danny panicked. Shit, wait for me. As he runs to the barbecue stall, he turns around and says to me, "My surname is Da. Call me teacher." He's a teacher. "Call me teacher Da." The accent on the foreigner languages. Wow, my nose is super congested. One sec. The accent on the foreign language sounds quite authentic. I shake my head and return to another barbecue stall to find Miss Huang and her dormitory daughter. I'm sorry about my nose. I'll go take a look this week, and I say simply, "How much is it?" The girl in black frame glasses asks. They claim that there's a discount, 6,666. I don't have anything. Miss Huang nods. Perhaps there are other small expenses. I'll give you a total of 20,000. The rest will be considered your higher fee. No, I don't need that much. I originally wanted to modestly decline, but Miss Huang offers just too much. Okay, I excel. Add me on WeChat. I'll transfer it to you. Miss Huang takes out her phone just as I'm about to scan her QR code. I suddenly think of a problem. Why don't you transfer it to her and then she'll transfer it to me? Then she refers to Miss Huang's dormitory daughter. Miss Huang is a little confused. I am CEO. Huang finds out that you transferred money to me privately. It would be a little troublesome. You say? I say after some deliberation, when that happens, not only will I lose my job, I might even get run over by CEO Huang's car. Fucking Rizzo runs Clyde over. Oh shit. All right, Miss Huang tilts her head and says to the girl in the black frame glasses, "Katie, add me and transfer 20,000 to him." The girl obviously knows that Miss Bernie Huang has astonishing wealth that isn't where she would default on any debts. She takes out her phone and adds me on WeChat. Katie Huang. The name sounds like that of a family member. I glance at the girl WeChat's name and mutter to myself. After collecting the money, I point to the side. "I'll be buying some barbecue. Shall we eat together?" Miss Huang invites. "No need. I'm very timid." At this moment, Katie Huang, the student in black frame glasses, takes out 2 bags of snacks. "Thank you for your help. This is a specialty of my tutoring center. What are these?" I glance at the 2 bags of snacks. Dried mushrooms, you say? Dried mushrooms is not worth much. It's made by a Dried mushrooms is not much. It's made by a biology teacher under our employee. His family farms mushrooms, Katie Huang explains. All right, then, thank you. Since it isn't anything valuable, I accept it without qualms. However, the black thing in the snack bag gives me the nagging feeling that they're poisonous. Definitely poisonous. Might be producing milk out of nowhere. So you might want to be careful with that. So one sec. I'm sorry. Is it Mr. Mushroom King? Probably not, right? Let me do a quick pause. And let me make a quick phone call. Chapter 1422 is called In Modern Day 20. It looks delicious, I politely say, after retracting my gaze from the dried mushrooms. Then I bid farewell to Bernie Huang and Katie Huang. Who is Katie? Bernie Huang and Katie Huang. Roselle had 4 kids, right? And go to the barbecue stall that I frequently dine at. It still isn't the time when the night walkers are most active. The small tables placed in the streets are a lot emptier. I easily occupy one of them and shout at the boss, "I'll take the place of my order." The boss focuses on grilling skewers. ... Shit, did I mess up again? Is this bad? ... Yeah, is that bad? Is it bad that I can't figure out who it is? Katie Huang? The boss focuses on grilling the skewers, completely unperturbed. The lady boss walks over with a small notebook and a ballpoint pen. Without exchanging pleasantries or any small talk, I directly say, 10 sticks of pork belly, 10 sticks of pork ribs, 5 sticks of chicken skin, 1 set of chives, and 1 eggplant. The beef kebabs and lamb skewers of this barbecue stall aren't very good, so I don't order them. Of course, daughter of Bernadette that knows someone with mushrooms. Who is Bernadette's daughter again? Who? Turn on your brain? Oh my god, hold up. Why am I blanking on names right now? Bernadette, check. Who has glasses and knows someone that grows... Caitlin? Is it Caitlin? right? Ah, stop going on Wiki. Yes. Oh, it's Leah, not Caitlin. Why did I don't know why I mixed up her name. That's crazy. I'm forgetting names, man. That's so bad. Oh, the beef kebabs and lamb skewers at this barbecue stall aren't very good, so I don't order them. Of course, the amount of food I ordered has already exceeded my initial expectations, but it doesn't matter. Not only did I save $10,000s from the exorcism today, but I even exercised more than 10,000 yuan from Miss Huang. I have to treat myself as a normal person after ordering so many meat dishes. I should always have some vegetarian dishes. I need to balance my diet with some greens. As for eggplants, I don't view them as vegetables. They transcend the concept of vegetables and meat dishes that are unique existences in the barbecue world. Sai, Ms. Huang is really generous. If I wasn't worried that CEO Huang would overreact, I would really like to add her on WeChat and ask her to trouble me more often. If there are any commissions, then just hand them to me. Of course, I can't take one thing that are illegal and matters that go below the neck. I watch as the lady boss returns to the grill and repeats what I had just ordered. Looking around, I notice that the other tables are occupied by groups of 2s or 3s. There are also people like me who eat barbecue alone, but they choose to have it to go so as to eat it at home. It's good to have more people that would allow us to eat greater varieties of food. We can even have a few drinks. I ponder for a while and feel that I should get someone to join me. Then I suddenly think of a suitable candidate, Peng Deng, my childhood friend Peng Deng, who lives nearby. Without hesitation, I take out my phone and send him a WeChat message. Come out for barbecue. With my understanding of this fellow, he definitely won't let go of this opportunity to rip me off. However, Peng Deng doesn't reply to my message. He's in a ranked game. Is he playing League of Legends? I randomly guess the reason for this and start thinking about who else I can invite. In this city, I don't only have Peng Deng as a friend, but the rest of them live quite far away. It doesn't seem like a good idea to get someone to get a taxi and all other ways here to eat barbecue at around 11 in the evening. After all, I don't have anything to discuss with them, and I didn't even make an appointment beforehand. It might be better to just eat by myself. I stand up and prepare to get to the nearby Family Mart, Lawson's, or local mini mart to buy some drinks. How can I not have cold drinks with barbecue? It's a good choice. A few years ago, when the roadside stalls weren't under strict supervision, there was usually a mobile ice box in place besides the barbecue stalls. Then they would lay some cables to siphon off electricity for somewhere else to sell iced beer and various cold beverages. Not only would it be convenient for customers, but they could also earn some extra money. Unfortunately, it's difficult for such situations to happen now. Unless it's a barbecue shop with a shop front. Looking around, I decided to head to the nearest local mini mart. Boss helped me watch for my seat. I'm going to buy some drinks. I informed the lady boss where that there wouldn't be a place to sit when I return. Fucking seat check, dude. Okay, the lady boss isn't aware that phone call. Okay, the lady boss isn't aware that I would run away. My order is still being roasted. Even if I don't want it anymore, there will still be many people who can have it. When I am almost at the entrance of the mini mart, my phone vibrates. Taking it out, I see the Peng Deng have finally replied, "Don't you have a nightlife? Do you?" I respond reflectively. "Of course, my girlfriend is at my place here today." Peng Deng replies quickly. Following that, he sends another message. "Eating supper isn't good for your health. Take it easy. Bring your girlfriend along. I empathize. I'm treating." Okay, we'll be right there. Peng Deng never needs to use traditional words in his speech. Hurry up. Also, what do you want to drink? I ask. Peng Deng doesn't reply immediately. He only sends a message after I enter the mini mart. I'm not coming. My girlfriend says she's on a diet and doesn't eat supper. So just leave her, bro. Come and eat with the bros. She's already looking so thin. Why would she need to go on a diet? I think for a while and reply, "You can come alone." Peng Deng sends ellipses. Just come eat with a bro, man. Leave her alone for a bit. She said that this is flaunting, a great insult towards her. Titch, I despise this adulterous pair for 2 seconds before deliberately saying, "Show me your masculinity, alright? I'll show you my masculinity." Peng Deng replies quickly. "Oh, has the word turned upside down today? I'm stunned." Then Peng Deng sends a message. "As a man, since I said I'm not coming, it means I'm not coming." I'm speechless. Putting my phone away, I head to the freezer and fridge to consider what to drink. Frankly speaking, I don't like alcohol, but it's not that I can't drink it. It's just that I don't like it and feel like that it tastes bad. Amen. Therefore, unless there's a request from a friend, I won't expressly buy alcohol. In all these years, there are only 2 types of alcohol that suits my taste. One is rice wine and the other is ice wine. The thing they have in common is sweetness. As my gaze shift, I see a strange man. He's actually wearing a shirt, vest, suit, and pants in the middle of the night, as if he had just attended a business dinner. This stands out in the stark contrast with a mini mart of a barbecue stall. Oh, his eyes are red. He's quite handsome. I tisk and restrict my gaze. What does his attire have to do with me? At this moment, the young man walks over. He hesitates for a moment before asking, hello, can you give me directions to the nearest hospital? You don't know the way. I'm surprised. The man answers with hesitation. I just moved in. Huh. Oh, I point to the door. Turn right and walk straight. When you're out, you'll be able to see the hospital when you turn right at the crossroads. Thank you. The man nods politely. Who is this? I don't watch him leave as I continue to lower my head and choose my drink. After careful consideration, I buy a can of pineapple beer. These beverages are divided into two types. One is pineapple flavored beer, while the other is pineapple flavored carbonated drinks, which don't contain any alcohol. It only contains a slight beer taste to drive away the heat. Without a doubt, I choose the latter. After exiting the mini mart and returning to the stall, I wait for a while longer before I finally see my barbecue. Just as I'm about to enjoy it, a figure appears in front of me. The red-eyed man, the three-piece suit, walks over and politely asks, hello, can you give me time loop? Hello, can you give me directions to the nearest hospital? You just asked me. I point that out. The man seems to finally recognize me. His expression changes as he blurts out, I'm lost again. Why are you saying again, I wonder? Who the fuck is this? Red Eyes? Who is that? Huh. I don't know who that was, but Red Eyes. I'm trying to remember who had Red Eyes in Ultim. Red Eyes Hospital directionally challenged? Who the fuck was directionally challenged with red eyes and went to a hospital? I actually don't know. So there's a male character that has red eyes, hospital, and he's directionally challenged. I actually don't know what character this is. Man, I am bad at this. I should have read this immediately after. The directionally challenged part came from an item, though. Okay, the only item I can... Oh, wait. Father Utrosky? Because he had the key that he gave to Klein when he was Sherlock Moriarty in Volume 2. And the door key would make him get lost, right? But it would allow him to go anywhere. Is it Father Utrosky? Did it say he was tall? Huh. I mean, so far, all these side stories are really good. I give up? What do you mean you give up? Who else the only item where you get lost is the key. What other item makes you lost? That was the only item where you would get lost when you'd use it. I give up. No, don't give up. I'm not giving up. Shit. Well, I mean, so far, I really like it. There's so many beautiful, amazing characters that come back and they get like their fucking happy ending that we never saw. Yes, who did Klein meet when he met the father that had red eyes? Oh my god, I don't know. How about this? We're going to end the video. We're going to end the stream. We're going to think on it. And the first thing we're going to do when we start reading again in like tomorrow, we're going to figure out who it was. Let me sleep on it. Let me try and remember. I think it also doesn't help that I've been reading Mistborn. Look, let me show you. I finished book 1 and 2. So this is roughly what I've read. So far in January, I've read books 1 and 2 of the Mistborn trilogy. I think it and is also, I mean, it's a trick question, fool. Very subjective. Everybody is handsome in Mistborn. Everybody is beautiful in Mistborn. I've never met a single ugly character in LOTM. Prove me wrong. I think it also doesn't help that I've read books 1 and 2 already of this fucking series. Sure, there aren't as many written named characters, right, as LOTM, but still, I think because I've been reading this now, some character names I'm starting to mix up. So I'm not able to remember exactly like who this person is hinting at or like who could this be, even though like they don't explicitly say the name. Yeah, exactly, fools. I'm fucking losing control over here. I, for some reason, can't remember. The Mistborn is also really good, by the way. So much happened in fucking The Well of Ascension book 2, man. It's like it actually blew my fucking mind. Like there were some pretty cool like LOTM level like plot twists. I was like, wow, like I didn't see it coming. But that being said, I'm gonna let you beautiful people go. And I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. And we're gonna finally finish the side story after like almost 2 months of waiting. Again, I apologize. But you guys have a beautiful, amazing day. And I'm gonna see you guys all really, really soon. All right, later, guys.